Greetings, folks. It's Murray McCormick with the playoff edition of Rider Rumblings. You know it was coming after Saturday's game into the regular season, but we're here. The Riders are indoors for day one of practice. Not as much as due to the weather, because day one is basically a walkthrough, so that they can get more accomplished being indoors, walking across the street to the Nplex, because it's all about getting ready for Sunday's games against the Ottawa Redblacks in the East Division semifinal, which I still find a hard time getting used to. I know it's part of the thing and the Riders have crossed over, but it just seems to be a little bit hard to adapt, but I guess we'll get used to it because the Riders are heading on the road on Friday to head to Ottawa. I don't know, you kind of think because Ottawa is the host team they'd have an advantage, but these two teams are so even. They split during the regular season. Each team won by 1 point on the road. They each scored 50 points. They both started off slowly and then sort of finished with a strong push to get into the playoffs and be in good shape. So it's really a much more even playoff game than I think we even kind of expected. Who's going to win, that's going to be decided. I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks, to be perfectly honest with you. Trevor Harris is a traditional quarterback in the way we all kind of used to, is one guy's a quarterback and he goes through the whole game. The Riders are doing this kind of two-headed monster, as you're all very familiar with, of Kevin Glenn starting and Brandon Bridge coming in. It looks they're going to stay with that way. And, you know, Kevin Glenn's had some success against the Red Blacks, and why not stay with what works? That's what I'm basically saying. The running back situation, we're not quite sure where that's going to be yet. I think they're going to use the rest of the week to sort that out and figure who's going to be the starting running back, but that's still something that will be dealt with towards the end of the week. It's playoff season, though, and the things get a little quiet, a little less tweeting, a little less sort of discussions about what's going on with the roster, because the teams are keeping a little closer to the vest, but no team has gone to the East and made it to the Grey Cup. So the Riders have got that hurdle to overcome, and there's no reason why they can't be them. As I said in my story, why not the Rough Riders going through there? So read all about the Rough Riders and the road to the playoffs. We'll all be there in Ottawa to cover the game and hopefully right through to the Grey Cup, because they're all staying on the road, and I'm packing for 19 days, and we'll see, or 3. We'll never know how long I'm going to be there. But anyway, we've got the postseason covered in the Leader Post media like no other paper can. We're going to be in Ottawa. We're going to be right through to the Grey Cup and read all about it. And this should be a lot of fun. There's no better season than the playoff season.